All right, good morning. Today is 5:26, and my commitment for today is not to overtrade, trade my strategy. If I lose twice, I'm out, and that's it. Our strategies are simple. I'm going to find the opening range breakout, wait for a retest of the 7 EMA on the ES, make a trade either in the NQ or the ES, or wait until I price hits a targeted zone and um, bounces off of there. So let's look for my zones. So first things first. Let's open up the daily candle or the daily chart. I'm going to stay on the 1 minute chart for these guys, and I'm going to do all my daily analysis over here in this software I pay so much for. So first things first, looks like top of the range and the ES pretty much stayed the same. Turning off power trades just for right now. So we had that massive gap yesterday. Came up all the way to here, and it closed up here. It closed at 52.25. Let's see what happens in the volume. Real quick though, over here, let's mark out those. Let's mark out the range, huh? All right, there's my opening range here for the NQ. And then over here in the ES, we're going to do that. Yeah. Interesting right now, we've got a little bit of a divergence in the ES and the NQ. ES went higher. In the pre-market and faded down, whereas NQ actually traded higher later into the evening, whereas ES failed to break that high from yesterday at 3 o'clock. Or last night at 3 o'clock. We got ourselves a little 10-point spread there. So levels are steady up here at 3,000. I think this is a better support line down here. Let's draw one more ray right there. Okay, back over here. Let's see what's going on. I'll turn power trades off. And let's see what's happening with volume over here. Let's draw one. We've got a volume shelf happening right here. Actually, let's go to our 5 minute. Three days. Apply. And we'll put our power trades on as well. You got 4 minutes to the open. What do we say it was over here? 29. 29, 26 to 2904. Or in this case, we'll look at that. Just broke past the, yeah, it's touching there. Yeah, it just broke past the close of the range in pre-market. Interesting. Is there news? I don't see anything. But we should look that up. Okay, yeah, it is tanking right now. All right, markets are open. Opening range is now going from 73.35 to 75.45. 75.35 to 45. So it's a 10-point opening range in the ES. And a huge opening range over here on the NQ. No, from 28, 874 to 937. We're going to go back to our 1 minute. And what in the heck is happening with gamma? Looks like we've got positive gamma in both the ES and the NQ. We had a pretty big spike up here at 6:30 that hit all the way up the top of my range. And that one went up to 935. I'm assuming that there's a lot of liquidity up here at 935, but I'm not entirely sure because my level 2 doesn't go up that high on the NQ. However, prices already went pretty far past. The opening range on the ES, and it's about to hit the bottom of that overnight. I don't know if it's the overnight low, but there's a pretty solid level of resistance, I think, down there. Let's see what the level 2 is showing us. Yeah, 75.25. It's pretty much right there. 75.25 is where we have some decent liquidity. Nothing to write home about. And nothing really that shows me on the gamma that it's going to shift down there either. Range is pretty ridiculous here. We've got a lot of volume up higher on both the ES and the NQ. Major positive on the ES right now is at 75.45. However, volume is negative. So it keeps dropping. Okay, it's dropped down to there in my level. Question is it going to bounce? And in both cases, let's see. I want to see buyers coming in. If not, let's look for a continuation. It's already moved past VWAP. Okay, we have a little bit of buying pressure. Might be this might be a good place to go. One contract. All right, if it comes back down to 20, how about that? Let's see if it comes. Let's do a limit buy one right down here at if it comes, how about there? 34. Yeah, gamma flipped.
Order filled.
And then one contract. Whether that was a good idea or not, I'm not entirely sure. Should I have waited for it to go all the way down to my level? Perhaps. And the better question is, okay, you know what I'm going to do? Just because there is a pretty decent chance that it's going to hit yeah, it's at the 9 EMA or 7 EMA there. And then it's going to reverse. Right now I'm trending below those things. So looks like we've got some support showing back up here at 842. So I'm going to front run. Put this at 840. Actually, no. We're going to put our stop over here at 840. It's not the most incredible place, however, yeah, buyers and sellers in a little bit of a battle right here. They don't really know what to do. Are they going to push price back up to the top of this range, or are they just going to shit out? Sellers coming in. A pretty big seller right there. The price didn't move farther down. See, now that's encouraging. Big buy coming on the ES or the NQ. Now there's a big wall up here at 877. If it breaks 877, we're looking for a continuation higher. Oh man, let's see what's going to happen up here. We've got positive gamma on both sides. What are people doing? We've got in the last minute, we've got people buying in at 3010. Okay, big buy there. Big buy coming in again, just past 877. Looks for like a continued move higher, baby. All right, this is now a zero trade. Big moment right here on the ES. All right, there's my 50 points. Let's target right up there at the top of that range. Gamma is highest at 3009. You guys, I am stopping myself out at 926. We've got big buys over at wow. I don't know if they're selling up at 290. And 75.40. So we've got well, I don't know if they're buying or they're selling at 79.40. 75.40, 75, 65. I don't know if they're going higher or lower right there. It's a good question. And
Order filled.
boom, baby. That's my trade for the day. One contract. I'm fine with that. I don't want to. I'm not going to trade any more in this account. One contract, and that's good. I'm not in this. But I am curious. Let's see if I went over here to my practice account. What would that happen? Let's go 10 large and follow Gamma. Make sure I'm in
Order filled.
No. And where's my biggest positive Gamma is at 3009. So let's bring this up, maybe bring this up to right there. And we're going to take this stop just down there, just for shits and giggles. Looks like we still have more pressure to the upside. Yeah, it just took some liquidity at 75.42. It's about to hit major positive gamma. Well, not major positive gamma, but this little green line over here. Yeah, I think that it's going to hit that take profit over there on my 10 large. I would like to point out something for review later, that over here on the NQ. So I'm going to mark this out here because we had this volume shelf that acted as a pretty excellent spot of reversal right at 29,836. That's something that I should have been able to see earlier. Not a lot of volume trading right there. So that's where it bounced from. And came back up. So something important to note. Big wall at 30,000. See, we've got great support right now. Huge, massive support at 75.41. So I think it won't. Odds are, I think that it's not going to bounce from there, or it's not going to go down farther than 75.41. And it will continue to push higher, possibly to 75.65. What do we have? Where are buys coming in? We have sells in at 290. We have sells coming in at 290. Buys coming in at 170. We got positive gamma on both sides. I think that there's a real likelihood that it's just going to continue pushing up past 3,000, 75.65 on the ES. All right, let's see what happens. It's at 75.41. Is it going to burst? Ooh, big sell order coming through there. And it did break that liquidity. Wow. It's tanking. Wow, all right, so it just touched the opening range on the ES. Oh, I'm sorry, on the NQ. Yeah, wow, we big sellers coming in. Super choppy on the ES. Oh, okay. Buys coming back in on the NQ and on the ES. Not a lot of liquidity right now up until we get to about 75.47. Let's see if it pushes up higher. Could have just been a momentary retrace. Okay, got a 965. There's some liquidity. 970. We had some buy orders come in. We just got completely stopped out, and we can see that in our gamma levels. Same thing. We have this big red line that came up at looks like uh, 967. Man. Oh yeah, big sales coming in. 3170 people. I don't know if they're exiting their position or either way they're selling up there. And 29,970. Or 29,740. Sells there as well. Gamma, however, is still positive on both sides. We had a lot of sell pressure coming in on the ES just now. Although cumulative delta shows that we had still about as much buying pressure on the upside of that move, and we failed to break below 75.26. So to me, this still looks like it's possibly bullish. Now, if we were to break 75.26, different story. And same thing with the NQ. The question is it going to break 967? Okay, we got some buys. Man, it really wants to push up, but there is a wall of sellers over here, and I think these are past like hidden sellers. These people are not on the level two. The good news is that it did break past that 967 level. Um, However, it's having a real difficult time on the ES to be able to push even up to the prior high at 545.
Order filled.
Okay, so my trade's complete. Um, I wasn't trying to go for every single penny. Obviously, this is just a hypothesis. Even with my practice account, I didn't target even that top range in my real account because I'm trying to limit my risk. Okay, you guys, I think that I'm done trading for the day. It's interesting to see where this is all going. It just pushed past that high. Gamma also switched over here to 3169. So it looks like there is a lot of interest in price going higher on the NQ ES at 75.65. Which there's a big wall of sellers over here at 75.55. And then I'm not even sure because my little 2 doesn't go that high. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. We just pushed past 3,000, guys. We just had a lot of buyers come in and push us past 3,000. Big day for trading, guys. We'll see you next time.